up, people? Welcome to Unwrapped with me, your girl Helen. You're joining me from Zambezi Lounge, and today is the last Tuesday of the month. Thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting this program. We started this year, January, and people, you've been supportive, and that's why the show has slowly been growing. So, Unwrapped came on the scene. Why did it come on the scene? I like to support what's Zambian. But how about we get to know our celebrities a little more? That's why the Unwrapped show came out. We want to unwrap those little things that they keep in hiding, just to get to know them a little, not to hurt them, but just to know who they are and a little well. So we started the show with our first guest. Today, the show, I'm not having any guests. I'm just myself, and we'll be looking back at the different episodes that we've had. We've had like over 50 episodes of Unwrapped. And like we always say, you need to learn something from these celebrities. There are those of you who aspire to be DJs, musicians, actors, writers, presenters. There's somebody who's going to share their story, and you're like, okay, maybe let me learn from what they've done. Maybe I can also do the same thing, and that is great. So our first guest on the show was DJ Shoster. DJ Shoster had a little things to share. He was a bit secretive, yeah, and I think because it was the first episode, so we're a bit soft on him, and we took it like that. But for those of you who never had a chance to watch this, you can catch a glimpse of it and be able to watch the full episode on our YouTube channel. We see you post a lot about your mother and your sister. Have you just grown up with your mother?
Yeah, I have family, but I'm more in touch with my sister and my mom. Yeah, like that's all I can say. I'm more in touch with these two people.
Where's your dad?
Didn't grow up with my dad. Yes, and let's not talk about that.
Welcome back. So that was the episode that we had with DJ Shoster. Very interesting. He was a bit secretive, but I like that we had a little chance to know him a little bit more off the radio, off the noise he makes on air, and you just got to know his family life, his background. I think that is something that a lot of young people who look up to him will have to look up to and say, if he made it like that, he went through this, he did that, this is something that I can actually do as well. But before we get on and seeing other people, like we've had, but let me just mention a little bit of some of the guests we've had. We've had Dambisa, we have DJ Chi, who used to be at Hot FM, is now with Radio Phoenix. We've had Rakaida, Mombayachi, Rhoda, Bobby East, Cleo Ice Queen. There's been a lot of people on this show, and that's why I say today we are reminding you those episodes that you've forgotten, the episodes that you didn't get a chance to watch. We'll show you a glimpse of all those episodes. By the end of this show, you'll have an idea what Unwrapped has been since January. But for now, let's take a break. Audio Jungle. Okay, so as you know, on this show I always ask my guests to tell me which songs they're feeling. They pick the videos they like, and today, since I'm alone, I'm gonna pick a song. I love the song, but also this is something that made a lot of noise. It played a lot, and especially when you see young kids singing to a song, you should know it was a hit. I think I'll go for J Cash featuring Kekero with Akamoti.
Hi, my name is Tani. You are watching Unwrapped with Helen. Stay tuned.
Welcome.
It's only you. Must be the things that you do. It's heaven to me when we do. For you, I'm a fool. Cause it's only you. Must be the things that you do. It's heaven to me when we do. For you, I'm a fool.
Uwawine pyeso upuwa wakwata Jevilenga nizipapata ukanpata Tafyaka prepo ukupwa God forbid Wawapa really dunkana gospel beat Fingi wansambirisha maturity Nolo sinifu no kamba sorry ama do it nkatwaleko fye something for surety ndabayika gowa kubera no security mablesa mu majipu mabatanula ufwafye inewine ushakwatamula if pelalesa no man can take away so bakakufuna bajere baji mateka away mablesa mu majipu mabatanula ufwafye inewine ushakwatamula if pelalesa no man can take away so bakakufuna bajere baji mateka away
mami iwe katukobya kokene ko wakwata eko ine eko nate mwana sana nebo mami iwe kamutima kobya kokene wakwata eko ine eko nate mwana sana nebo 'cause it's only you must be the things that you do it's heaven to me when we do for you I'm a fool 'cause it's only you must be the things that you do it's heaven to me when we do for you I'm a fool
limo ndesapula so man fiance kusila ukwavula show but umani daivila nikavula do okay nikalipopeza po mukazi wa so bena bamayambo apo bati defa ulete kuntwishika abatumfila kalicho balashininkisha elo mami walishipikisha ifya kumfa kuba tukupose nshita iyo type taisangwa elo fresh kwatiniwe fya usamba bazako baonesa unganga iwe ni chicken mix na lumanda iyo type taisangwa elo fresh kwatiniwe fya usamba bazako baonesa unganga iwe ni chicken mix na lumanda
mami iwe katukobya kokene ko wakwata eko ine eko nate mwana sana nebo mami iwe kamutima kobya kokene wakwata eko ine eko nate mwana sana nebo.
Hi Zambia, my name is Manasseh and you're watching Unwrapped on TV2 with your girl Hellen. Don't touch that dial. Be blessed.
Welcome back. So that is one song that did well this year. You know, there's always that one song that people will actually sing along throughout. We've had a lot of songs. Okay, so we move on. There have been episodes that have really been touching, that have really been deep, and that's something that we want to know in this show. Tell us what we don't know about you. And one episode that touched a lot of people's hearts, that touched my heart, that I just thought, wow, I didn't know this about you. I didn't know you went through this. It's Dambisa's episode. I think her episode was really deep. She talked about her marital life. She talked about her upbringing. It was a lot of things, but she was very open, and this is one episode that I always look up to and say, wow, this was Unwrapped. Let's check out Dambisa.
I was 5 months pregnant in a rented house was left with nothing, no support, none whatsoever. And even the time that I was going, to labor, it so happened that I took myself to labor. I was in the house, and I remember I went into labor. My son was sleeping. My older son, Paolo, was sleeping. Then I tried to call my friend to say, okay, I need your help. I need you to take me to the hospital. Then he answers me to say, you're lying. You're lying. I remember
He was expecting you to be screaming.
Oh gosh. Then I went to the car. I told my son to get a blanket, and I told him to sit at the back. So the Epsom is quite big. So I was expecting anything. I was expecting to have an accident, because how labor is. So I told him to sit right at the back. There are 2 seats in between, so I told him to sit right at the back for safety measures. I drove right past Woodlands, I remember I went into, serious pain, whereby everything locks, your back, your legs, and somehow, I don't know what happened, the car went into neutral and my legs were off the accelerator, and the car went off the it like went to the pavement, and it went off the pavement and it stopped. And I stayed there for like I don't know how many minutes were those, but I was in serious pain. I was screaming like a mad woman. You know how it is. The only thing which was left was for me to come off the window and then, you know.
What time was that?
Oh, it was around 01 actually. It was around 01. 01, yeah, it was around 01. And the minute that the labor stopped, I stepped on it. I reached the hospital there by Skanse. I just, came out of the car, left my son, told him to sleep, rushed in there. And, when I was actually, I never walked straight. I crawled. I literally went
from the car park to inside.
I parked right at the door of Skanse because the thing is like that. So I parked right near the door, then I crawled inside. So the nurses came through. We had this male nurse and a lady nurse who's now a friend. They helped me up. Then they told me, "Who have you come with?" I said, "Come along." Then, I didn't want to get to details. They took me, they gave me a bed, and so on. My child was born.
Welcome back. So that was a bit of Dambisa's episodes. It's really like people were texting me, inboxing me, and telling me, we all know Dambisa is very controversial. People look at her negatively, but when she shared her story, and that's why we like this show, we want people to understand that you're a human being, and they should actually know the other side of you. Like they'll judge you maybe by your work, but what is the other side that they don't know? So a lot of people were inboxing me after Dambisa's episode, and they were just telling me how they were touched, how they were now just getting to know what she's been through and how she even manages. Some people are even saying, how is she so strong that she managed to stand up and she doesn't even care, and she didn't go about preaching about what she went through, but we gave her a chance on this platform and she shared her story. There's been a lot of other interesting episodes. I had Chi from Hot FM. I was thinking, oh my God, this is like the truth. I'm featuring Chi. First I was intimidated because I'm thinking he's a very good presenter. He's going to see all my mistakes while I'm doing this show. And the next thing, he's there, he's very open, very friendly, and I'm asking him, so I've got certain things about you that I know that I don't know if you'll be comfortable to talk about, but I want to talk about them because this is what this show is about. And he's telling me, you know what, ask me whatever you want. I was afraid that he's going to say, cut the interview, I'm not going to answer certain things. And Chi's interview, let me show you the interesting part that I thought he was not going to answer. Let's check it out. There was a rumor, I don't know if it's true, I would want you to confirm that you dated Petita Mwanza, the model. You guys were really close.
Oh, look, we yeah, wow, that's interesting. Who's been telling you this stuff? You're in. I see. Yeah, look, we did have a relationship for quite a while. I can talk about it. And even to this day, we're amicable from a friendship level, strictly platonic. But yeah, that was that, man. You win some, you lose some, right?
The way you're brushing it off, like, yeah, it's just one of those things.
Man, I'm not gonna go in in-depth blame game. Yeah, when you talk about your exes, man, come on. Yeah. Are you gonna be like, yeah, man?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we did it. It happened, but it happened.
Yeah, we tried it out.
It didn't work out.
So,
okay.
We're cool with each other, though.
Okay, you seem so cool when you're talking about that. Okay, so that was the Chi episode. Now I'm gonna have you see a lot of random episodes that we've had. Like we've had Brakaida on the show. Like I said, we've had Tishon on the show. We've had Tani on the show. We've had Paula Chisenga, who is that time was the ZambiaMusic.net CEO, and she was on the show as well. She shared a story. We've had a politician, comedian, Saulos on the show. We've had Dr. Rosias on the show. So let me just show you some of these things. Talk about you had a relationship with Bobby East.
Okay, like I said earlier, I earlier alluded, it wasn't really a relationship. It was it was just something that happened there, something that was going on, but it wasn't really a relationship.
Just tell me how you felt. Like, we've all seen you post about how you appreciate Obama mentioning you. It's not small, it's huge. And some people were hitting you on and say, why are you talking about it? But maybe we don't know why you have to talk about it all the time. Just tell me how you felt.
So here I am. I'm a young man, Brand Wembia, a guy who's been an orphan, who's lost a mother, who's lost a father, whose life has never been easy. It's been very difficult. He had dreams, although he never really believed that some of them could come true. And then he also had certain things that he would never imagine would happen in his life. This moment comes. The most powerful man in the world is addressing the nation. He's addressing the world actually, and he's live on international TV, giving his speech. Halfway into his speech, he is this young man who comes from a very poor background and from a country whose name starts with the letter Z, the last one, Zambia. First of all, he's excited about one thing, being in America.
Oh, yeah.
Secondly, he's excited about being in the same place with the president of the most powerful nation, and he's about to go and greet that man, and they're about to have dinner together. That's another point of excitement. And then suddenly, I just hear my name like,
Brian Wembia, Zambia plans to do. Where's Brian?
Where's Brian? I'm here. So I literally jumped out of my seat.
Yeah.
It was an amazing moment.
But what happened?
You know, I met up different friends, and one thing that I would say, meeting this friend of mine introduced me to this witch doctor. You know, with the Duduma song, I was introduced to him, and the song just came out. 3 days, it was, everywhere, and I was amazed. I was like, wow.
What did you do? What did you
A lot, everyone, the things that people do, the bathing and the believing.
Working with Angela has been interesting that time. Today we are used to these stories. Today you hear, no, Angela Nyirenda is not there, they have split, they have come back.
Yeah.
She's my dear wife.
Timeline that I'm seeing, you bought a new car. Then you said your caption was
my caption.
They call you a hule.
Yes.
Do you think that caption? Why that caption?
Because in a Zambian setup, usually when you start to get money, if you're a man, you're a satanist. If you're a woman, you're a hule.
Dated any celebrity?
No.
Maktu?
No.
Never dated Maktu.
I met him years and years ago, and we clicked. I won't lie, we clicked on a chemistry. There was some chemistry of sorts, but nothing's ever happened beyond that. We've just been friends from that moment.
I like my people. I think they just go all the way. I like people who just move with the flow and you have fun chatting. This is like the most comfortable seat. I know some people think, no, you push me in the corner, Hellen, but this is the most comfortable place because we get to have a conversation with my guests. Now, I work with a crew, so I want to know, we work together, we film, we go this. I don't know their favorite episodes. Maybe you want to tell me, Mr. Zul, what has been your favorite episode?
Dr. Rosius Siatwambo and Pastor Kangwashtesh.
Pastor Kangwashtesh and Dr. Rosius. I think we need to see that. There was a rumor that you were divorced.
Oh really? Oh no, that's sad.
Never divorced?
Oh no, never.
Separation?
Never. I mean, I'm married to one woman. I've been with her for 14 years. Mm-hmm. No divorce, no separation. Just no.
Oh, so those were just made up stories.
Well, I was told that my wife and I were, there was a rumor that we had, when I was marrying her, she was 9 months pregnant.
I was once married, not to mention what transpired, what happened anyway. It's part of life, it's normal. And my wife was also once married.
The song that you sing in the shower.
The song that I sing in the shower.
I want you to sing it.
Oh, Salila. Now, me, I like singing right from my heart. So where I pause, never mind. It simply means the rhythm is going on in my heart. So if I say, oh, Salila.
Alrighty, so that was Pastor Kangwa Chileshe and Dr. Rosius. Let's go on a break. Welcome back. So we were just saying thank you to the people who shoot this show for us. Yes. Okay, so we've been talking about the episodes that we've had, and I want to mention some episodes that we've had. We've had Pastor Jimmy K. I was forced to have Pastor Jimmy K. I was compelled to have Pastor Jimmy K on the show because he had created a lot of controversy, and we just, like we said, people are talking, come and clear the air here, come and unwrap it, come and tell us what's going on, why are you doing that? Pastor Jimmy K comes to clarify why he was saying people who attended the Voice to My concert are bound to go to hell. You're either a Christian or not. If you're a Christian, you don't attend such concerts. There was a lot of talking around Pastor Jimmy K. A lot of people complained that he was too judgmental, so we brought him on the show and he tried to make himself clear. We also had gospel artist who was once in XYZ. Demiano was on the show, Kachinga was on the show, and apparently Kachinga had a baby and he was sure this was his baby, but the baby was looking colored. You want to know more about that story? Get to watch the show. Something that we did outside what we always do, we always bring Zambian celebrities on the show, but this one was an exception, and we brought Pastor Benjamin Due from South Africa. We featured him on the show and he shared a little bit stories about himself as well, which was very interesting, very catchy. Benjamin Due followers were excited. We've also had Kekero, producer and singer Kekero, who came. He's got a lot of stories. He had enough stories also surrounding him, and he thought, yes, it's fine, let me come and talk about what's going on, what people are talking about. They want to understand this. I'm here to talk about it. Let's check out some of the episodes right now.
I was signed to KME from 2010 to I think somewhere 2011.
Well, where did you live?
Well, I won't say much about the being poisoned part because I'm just glad it's something that I will leave in the past.
Saying that Judy Yo is bisexual. How true is that?
It's funny, then again it's annoying.
Why would people attack a simple person like this and come with all these weapons, you know?
And now we go on straight into a song that is still doing very well, a video that people love, they've fallen in love with, especially with the choreography in the video. That's T-Shon and T-Boy with Don't Lead Me On.
It could be the way you talk to me, the way you come running back to me, wakakukarifya umakamba kuti ndine mzako chi, and I understand, oh my baby, vintu vina vene umachita umapitirira malire, kumbuka ndine muntu naine, don't let me on, ngatsundikon sobeleshe wa mutima umazonda chinikanga kupisa mafiri yanga, so baby ngati usiba kuti sunikonda. Don't lead me on. 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 Yeah, my hike and my kissy, my picnic pleasing, my selfie, my likes, na my picnics pleasing. Will you stop not kuli bebe ya meninga? Ni chani che umeninga when you come for me. Gonna kiss me, tease me, and private dance for me. Can be real. Vintu vina vene umachita umapitirira malire, kumbuka ndine muntu naine. Don't lead me on, ngatsundikon usobeleshe wa mutima umazonda chinikanga kupisa mafiri yanga, so baby ngati usiba kuti sunikonda. Don't lead me on. 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 Don't lead me on, baby. Huko ndikuipa mtima umabwela na kunyumba wakusiba. I see you texting on your phone, calling somebody else, your baby boo. Here's my video calls. Unilangiza vintu pa video call. Nishi upipanga dine butiko. Don't lead me on, better let me know. Why do you call this? Nakukonda, do you notice that the facts in my combat don't mean you have abused that? What exactly do you want from me? Now I wonder if you have any feelings for me. Don't lead me on, ngatsundikon sobeleshe wa mutima umazonda chinikanga kupisa mafiri yanga, so baby ngati usiba kuti sunikonda. Don't lead me on. Don't lead me
So guys, this was the last Tuesday of the year. We've just shown you, reminded you some of the episodes that we've had on Unwrapped. Unwrapped started this year in January, and we just want to say thank you for the support that you've been offering, watching either on TV, those who watch on YouTube. We just want to say thank you and appreciate your support, and we just hope you guys can continue watching. Those who watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss out. If you miss out on TV, you still have a chance to watch it on our YouTube channel. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been coming on the show, for sparing your ample time and just your sweet time where you can be doing other things. You can be with your families, but you said, you know what, let's feature on this show. Want to say thank you very much, Line and partners. I just want to say thank you. This has been your girl Hellen Unwrapped at the Golden Zambezi Lodge. Bye bye.